What is going on, everybody? What is going on? It's your boy, Julien Stoutt, licensed personal trainer, licensed PE teacher, world record powerlifter, here to take the fear out of fitness. We are about to take off and class is in session. Check this out. When I was a little kid, I used to desire girls. And, like any young boy could. And one of the things that I used to get reacted to all the time was I used to get the reaction of ill. Like, ill. Why? Why? Right? And I don't know if y'all understand to the degree of work that it takes to overcome rejection. But let me tell you, it took my indomitable will to move on, but accept the result, but not give up on what it is that I desire. It may not be you, that particular female that I have acquired, but what it did teach me is who is for me and who's not. And one of the worst things, honestly, you can do is to tell somebody that they're ugly. All right? Now, yes, there is rankings. Yes, we do measure people up against other people. But let me ask you an honest question. How many of you are not ugly to somebody? How many of you out here in the ether are not ugly to somebody? I promise you, somebody thinks you're ugly. Whether you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, or Hispanic, or Arab. It doesn't matter. Somebody thinks you're ugly. Now, the majority of people may not agree with you, or agree with them, or there is a select group of people that may not agree with them, but I promise you, somebody finds you ugly. From Rihanna to Kelly Rowland to Jessica Simpson to J-Lo to Kate Beckinsale to somebody finds those women ugly. Beyonce, Diane Carroll, Lena Horne, Halle Berry, Angela Bassett, Nia Long. I promise you, somebody finds them unattractive. Again, do we all agree universally that they're unattractive? Probably not. But the problem is, we have gotten so far removed from ourselves that we don't recognize the beauty in people where they are in possession of it. Because I want you to understand something. The woman that is featured on my thumbnail, I want you guys to understand something. I don't think she's ugly. I personally don't. To be honest with you, there have been women who I have dated that look just like her. As a matter of fact, they didn't even have dreads. They were shaved bald. Completely bald. And the thing that makes this so sad is that I often ask myself personally, what if girls didn't say I was ugly? Would I have humbled myself to a degree where I would even entertain her? Because of my experiences being rejected so cruelly. Now, don't get me wrong, there are women that are unattractive to me, not for the sake of quote unquote looks, but for the sake of, hygiene, how they behave, how they carry themselves. There's no grace, there's no elegance, there's no seduction. There was nothing that they were too forward. How my grandmother would say, they were too forward. They were just reaching, just trying their best just to reach for me, as opposed to attract me to them. To me, if you are the type of woman that, there's a difference between shooting your shot and being aggressive. And those are the women, the aggressive women are a turnoff. They are. At least for me, they are. You could shoot your shot and not be aggressive. You could tell me you are interested. You could have told me that I have an opportunity to be with you. But leave it to me to make the next step. But if you are like, no, thank you. You're too pushy. You seem desperate. Even though I'm not bad to look at. Personally, I don't think I am. Especially at 47. But what I will say is, those type of comments at the age of 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old tends to mess with you in ways that many don't recover from. And thank God I did. Thank God I got affirmations. I've got confirmations that I am desired, mostly by my wife. It didn't take my wife for me to know that, to be honest with you. But what I'm saying to you is, my wife makes me feel handsome every single day. And for that, I am eternally grateful. Because every day being told it counteracts every time I was told I was ugly. And even my wife was kind enough to actually lessen the blow by saying, it's not that you're not handsome, it's you're short. So they didn't want to be with you because you were short. So women tend to be disrespectful in their rejections, even when the lack of desire is slight. So for instance, now if I was missing teeth, nasty, I got nasty stuff growing out of my ears or hair, and breath smell like onions, body smell like onions, and everything on me is dirty and dingy, I could understand the ill. But I never went to school dirty. My mom would have had my ass for that. And to be honest with you, it takes a special mindset to look past those levels of rejection. And in the mean format, I'm going to encourage you out there, and I'm going to hold people accountable. There's no nutrition involved with today's segment, but I definitely want you guys to understand that what you do and how you do it makes a huge difference in whether or not somebody can recover or they just give up altogether on meeting a significant other. And I'm going to give you an example today because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So remember, this young lady was in my thumbnail, and I want you to read. So first thing is, it says, I'm ugly, I finally got it. But I want you guys to understand something. So I'm going to go over this myself real quick, but when I do, I'm going to make sure you guys understand this.
You guys are right. I am ugly. I finally come to realize that the only person in the world that said that I was beautiful was my mother.
First and foremost, let me start with this. Is it just me or does she sound like Whoopi Goldberg? At first, I thought she was doing an imitation of her. But first of all, if she is doing an imitation, it is the most spot-on imitation of Whoopi Goldberg I have ever seen vocally in the history of ever. There's not very many people who can imitate the voice of Whoopi Goldberg. Okay? That's a very distinctive voice. All right? Just let's go with that.
I'll never forget it. I was young. And she said, I know y'all think my daughter's ugly, but my daughter is beautiful. I get inboxes from black men that says I'm ugly for a black woman.
I normally don't say stuff like this, but that's fucked up. Number one, how racist are you to say she's ugly for a black woman? So what you're suggesting is, as a black man, that you're telling me that black women are ugly. Or you have espoused to a black woman that you think black women are ugly, but then she is another level of ugly. How dare you? How do you do that? Whether you find her attractive or not, first of all, why would you tell her that? Let's start with, let's say she isn't attractive. I disagree. But let's say she isn't attractive. And you think she's unattractive. Who are you to tell her? Did she approach you? Did she try to get your name, number, all this other stuff? Did she do that? And even if she did, was she untowards for you to be so disgusting about it? Couldn't you just say, no, thank you, ma'am, if you are unattracted to her? You don't even have to lie and say, I got a girlfriend. You could just say, no, thank you, ma'am, I'm not interested. Done. What you could even say is, I'm not focused on a relationship right now. I'm trying to move and do things a certain way. I'm trying to move a certain type of way right now. And a girlfriend, a wife is not in my plans right now. How hard was that? How hard was that level of rejection? Did I kill her spirit by saying that? I would hope not. Put a 1 in the chat if you think, or put a 1 in the comments if you think that the way I just rejected her would have destroyed her spirit inside to the point where she believes now she's ugly. So, let's keep going. Because wait, before I even move any further, again, you had the gall to tell this sister she's ugly. I want to see a picture of the dudes that was telling you was ugly, man. I genuinely want to see it. You want to know why I want to see it? Because I guarantee you somebody finds you ugly, sirs, for a black man, since we want to be disrespectful. Because I promise you, not everybody desires you either. So for you to turn around and say some hateful stuff like, you know, you're ugly for a black woman, that's very suggestive that you hate your own people and you think black women are unattractive to begin with. I firmly disagree with that. I don't have a type as in racial types. I didn't discriminate on who was for me because I was rejected so many times by so many women. When a woman took interest in me, what was the selection of women that I had that I could just be like, no, not you. And no, not you. Now, don't get me wrong. If the vibe was wrong, and what I mean by the vibe, I mean she was not a nice person. She was unkind. She wasn't she didn't have to be sure of herself, but what she had to be was able to be comfortable in her own skin, no matter where she is. And as a result, I personally have given women access to me that some people may not have given access to. Like I just told you, I dated a woman, looked just like her. Her eyes are beautiful. I don't know if you see them, but I think her eyes are pretty. And then she's got these big, thick lips. Some of us like to call them DSLs. I'm not going to explain what DSL stands for. If you know, you know. However, she got gap teeth. She got a gap in her tooth, and that's supposed to be the thing that turns you off. You know how many famous women got gaps in their teeth, and you still think they're cute? So knock that off. Oh, is it because she's got dreads? Is it because her hair is twisted? She's locked? What, her nose ain't even that big. Her nose ain't even big. Her skin is real nice. When she talks, it has a presence, so you will hear her. Again, she sounds like Whoopi Goldberg, so you're going to hear her when she talks. And if she's saying something profound, or if she's saying something with depth, if she's saying something that is soul lifting, you are going to listen. Okay? But let's continue.
I was with a woman for 14 years. Told her every day she was beautiful. She never said once I was beautiful. Not even my dad. My dad said I look nice. So I come to accept the fact that I'm ugly, and I never will be beautiful.
First of all, I don't even know how old she is. We don't even know how old she is. How old is she? She dated a woman for 14 years. Okay? 14 years. So let's say that she was 18 in her first relationship. The youngest she could be is 32. The youngest she could be. I'm willing to bet she's a lot older than 32. But I will say, even if she's in her 40s, y'all better stop. Because let me tell y'all something about beauty that y'all don't get. Most of y'all don't get. Have you ever seen some of your most famous stars that are old now? Have you seen their pictures when they first started acting? When they first got to Hollywood and when they blew up and everything? They were good looking people. Male and female. They were good looking people. But now they old. Right? And they don't look so hot. I was having a conversation with one of my clients one day. And I let them know that, in all honesty, I think Leslie Jones is attractive. Here's the reason why. And my analyzation of Leslie Jones being attractive is way different than yours. Y'all look at Rihanna next to Leslie Jones. Okay. Is Leslie Jones more attractive than Rihanna? Not at the moment. Meaning, standing next to each other, you might find Rihanna more attractive. But here's the joke. What would Rihanna look like at 55? Because that's how old Leslie Jones is. Okay? Leslie Jones is 55 and doesn't look much different than she did when she was on Def Comedy Jam 30 years ago. I repeat, go back and look. Leslie Jones doesn't look much different than she looked 30 years ago. She's a little heavier. She's got a little size to her. But that's about it. But she doesn't look old. She doesn't look older at 55. She looks almost exactly the same. To me, that's more attractive. To have a look about you is one thing. If I look at you at 25 and you may not be quote unquote the prettiest woman in the room, but guess what? 25 years later, I see you walk in the room, but you look exactly how you looked 25 years ago to the day, and everybody else looks 25 years older, I think, damn it, you are more attractive than everyone else in the room. And technically, you were always more attractive than everyone in the room because you were able to maintain your looks and your beauty the entire time. Stop me if I'm wrong. If you don't agree with me, put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the comments when you catch wind of this video later. If you disagree with me, that's fine. But this is my show. And this is my opinion. Now, because I have been overlooked, because I have been thrown into the waste bin of attractiveness, I did what I thought I needed to do to take care of myself. My skin wasn't always the greatest, so I would have to admit that maybe that might have played a role in it as well. But I sit here before you right now at 47 years of age. I'm 47, y'all. Line me up against all those guys y'all were looking at 30 years ago. Line me up against all those guys you were looking at 35 years ago. Bet money, I stand heads and shoulders above most of them. Not all of them. There's still some that still kept themselves. But I promise you, I'm no slouch now. I believe that with every fiber of my being, and whether or not you agree, that's you. I know I'm not ugly to everybody. And I'm okay with that. Who I'm attractive to, that's their business. Who I'm attractive to, I know my wife is attracted to me. I'm okay with that too. But a lot of y'all have a lot of nerve to turn around and say to somebody straight to their face that they're ugly. Now, again, I would have told Prince he was ugly if he said something hateful to me. I'm like, you ugly. That's why you ugly. I'd have said it just like that. But if any woman tried to hit on me, as rare as that happens, I'll either play it off, let it slide, let it go over my head if I caught it, because most of the time I don't catch that. But if I did catch it, I'll play it off like I did it and let it flow. Or if I were single and I was interested, I'd say something. Or if I was single and I was not interested, I would not destroy their confidence in who they were. I would just let them know I'm not interested. Not at the moment. And that's it. Why did you have to go into the depths of hell telling this woman she was ugly? I think she's pretty. I wouldn't say she's gorgeous, but I'd say she's pretty. She's got pretty features. She's got a lot of pretty features. Again, right now, this picture, the way she's formulating her lips and looking at you, I got her in freeze frame. You all look weird in a freeze frame. Make no mistake about it. Unless she posed, we all look weird at moments when we're trying to talk. So I'm not even going by this. But
that's why when the girls talk to me, they don't even like sleeping with me. I mean, I see the look on their faces. Even when I try to walk up to them, they'll give me this look. I know I'm ugly.
How is she ugly? She's got the face of a... I mean, and she's natural. Look at her. Not an ounce of makeup on her face. Not 1 ounce of makeup on her face. How is she ugly? You trying to tell me she looks like this with no makeup on and you wouldn't talk to her? Come on now. Come on now. We all complain as men that women are blasting themselves with face paint. Looking like completely different people. They don't even look like themselves anymore. We complain about that, men. We do. And here's this woman walking around, natural as all get out. Her hair's natural. Eyelashes are natural. She doesn't have, I don't see much eyelashes on her. But that don't matter. Her eyes are slanted. She's got big, brown, slanted eyes. Big, thick, full lips. Skin is flawless. She don't even need to put on makeup. Maybe some lipstick, some jewelry, touch up her hair a little bit because, it's a little rough on the sides. Her edges ain't laid. That's right now. She's got a hat on anyway. But my point is, that's her in the house. What does she look like when she walks out of the house? We don't know. And again, she has no makeup on, but she's ugly? Seriously? Come on, stop it.
I accept the fact that, guarantee you won't date nobody like me. You like those pretty studs, I get that.
So I'm assuming she's a lesbian, because clearly she is, but she says she's a stud. If she's a stud, she's a stud. But let's say she's a stud because she feels that there aren't many options out there for her. Because she feels there aren't many options for her. Who's the man that's going to step up? I can't. I'm not going to because I'm married. But fellas, all of y'all are trying to tell me she's ugly. This woman is ugly. Let's keep going.
And I accept that. So I'm not going to lie and say I'm fabulous or gorgeous. I'm not that. I'm not that. I would never be that. Like I said, the only person in the world that told me I was beautiful is my mother. You guys never said that. And the thing about it is, you guys are lucky. You got people walking to you, damn, you fine, I'll never get that. I'll never get that. I never will. I'm an ugly black woman.
See, I wish somebody never told you that. Again, sister, let me say this as best as I can as a married man. You are beautiful. I'm going to say it one more time. If you ever see this video, ever in life, if somebody pulls up this video for you, let me tell you, you are beautiful. Because there's not a lot of women that are walking around this earth right now that are willing to show themselves as raw as you are and be comfortable looking into a camera as you are. And again,
I accept that. Take care. You guys are right.
Okay. So, this was actually posted by Viola Davis. Apparently her name is Royal Whoopi 7197 or something like that. I can't read it all. Royal Whoopi 1997, excuse me. Royal Whoopi 1979, excuse me. And let me explain something to you. This was posted by Viola Davis, and I don't want you to think Viola, I don't want anybody coming for, Sister Viola, because, she's not posting it as though she's making fun of her. I want to read what Viola Davis said. Sorry, sis, I don't see ugly. The only ugly I see is in the hearts of the people who called you ugly. Hurts, eh? I know, but accept this. There is not another you anywhere in the world. No other lips, nose, skin, hair. I disagree with you, Viola. I disagree with you. You always have a doppelganger somewhere. Whether it's a white, Asian, Hispanic, or even another black doppelganger somewhere. All right? I want y'all to understand that. Somebody out there looks exactly like you. You are divinely sculpted and crafted. You will move through this world and another beautiful soul will see you. That other soul will be you. Taraji P. Henson. Hurt people hurt people. People need to heal. I want to see some of the replies because that's always interesting. So true. Exactly, because the fact that we are still calling people ugly as adults is wild. That is beyond childish. I don't know who the official goddess Mika is, but yes. I think she's really attractive and has a great speaking voice. She sounds like Whoopi Goldberg. She sounds like her. And as a matter of fact, let's get to that whole notion that Whoopi Goldberg was ugly. I'm sorry, she wasn't. Y'all were measuring her according to Hollywood. Okay, let's start with that. If you ran into Whoopi Goldberg on the street and just saw her in her prime, I'm 90% sure you wouldn't be saying she was ugly. I'm sure of it. I'm actually sure of it. Miss Tina Knowles. So this is Beyonce's mom. This is heartbreaking to hear that ignorant, insensitive people have convinced this woman that she is not attractive. She has beautiful skin, pretty lips, great eyes. I don't know if people realize that we wear children the messages that we hear out loud. That we hear loud and clear sticks, even with us, even when they are not accurate. Please be careful what you say to a child. So what she's saying is what I literally just said to you earlier. When these girls, when I was in middle school, used to say I was ugly. A lot of girls. Ew. Just like that. Ew. Julien, ew. Ew. Some of y'all lucked out. Some of y'all might have husbands that are much more attractive than I am. I know some of you don't. I know some of you don't. But that's fine. The problem is, gap teeth for the win. Niecy Nash. Oh, so we're going to say Niecy Nash is ugly? I remember I just told you, there's some beautiful women. There's women that I know you say are beautiful that have gap teeth. You trying to say Niecy Nash is ugly? Well, I'll wait for it. Go ahead. Tell me Niecy Nash is ugly. because I know she's not. As a matter of fact, to go even one step further, Niecy Nash is 54 years old. So you telling me that she's ugly? You telling me Niecy Nash is ugly? That's just no. Okay. So there goes that. 54 years old, Niecy Nash is. Golden voice like Whoopi. Like I said, she sounds like Whoopi Goldberg to me. Wow, she looks like me. She could be my sister. This is very painful to watch. It took me 35 years to see my beautiful like her. People told me I was ugly until I saw Miss Whoopi Goldberg in The Color Purple. She changed my life. I'm so grateful that I now see my beauty. This sister is beautiful, and I hope one day she will see how beautiful she is before she leaves her human suit. Thank you, Ms. Viola Davis, for sharing this. You're not ugly. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a liar. No, 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 no. She is beautiful. Look at her eyes and look at those high cheekbones. She has certain features that a lot of people would kill for. Yeah, some of y'all be messing your faces up, looking like cats after y'all do all these surgeries trying to look like her. What, didn't one of the Kardashians like plump her lips up to get her lips almost that full? Here's this sister with it by herself, natural, born with it. And y'all mofos turned around and decided to call this woman ugly. Not only call her ugly, but call her ugly to her face. And then the part that's rubbing me raw right now, black men, is that you had the nerve to say she's ugly for a black woman. Tell me you hate yourself without telling me you hate yourself. Tell me you hate your mama without telling me you hate your mama. Tell me you hate your family without telling me you hate your family. Because for you to just go up to a black woman and tell her that she's ugly for a black woman is the highest form of disrespect, in my opinion, and I would check you if I saw you doing it. I would check you if I saw you doing it. Because that's not cool. Even if she was ugly, I would check you for doing that. She actually has a very attractive face. Why people only like to deem beauty standards in one type of people is beyond me. She's not ugly though. Do not accept that lie. Now the sad part is, I have not seen a man. No, correction. No, there's a brother right here. I don't know if he's black, but he's a white dude. But he says she is beautiful. Let's see the replies. Let's see the replies to that. Yes, what a flawless face. I'm telling you, skin is just skinning. Trust me, I'm not thirsting after her. Because I'm married and I love my wife, and my wife is beautiful. My wife is beautiful too. All right? But I'm here to tell you, she's not ugly. Yes, the first thing I noticed was her cheekbones, eyes, that ebony skin doesn't need any makeup. See? I don't even read the comments before I get on here. I don't. She has the size lips other people go get Botox injections for. Didn't I just say y'all be messing your faces up to look like her? Well, mother knows best. Beauty is how you feel inside, and I'm sorry for not feeling beautiful right now. God, please continue to bless this queen on her journey to find herself. Assist her to find her self-worth. Amen, amen, and I'm going to add another amen on top of that. Because let me tell you what you do when you say ignorant shit to people that is not rooted in any fact. This is how obese people become obese. This is how people start to miscare for themselves. Because why should they care? Nobody wants them. Nobody wants me. Why should I wash my face? Nobody wants me. Why should I brush my teeth? Why should I cut my hair, comb my hair, brush it, twist it, braid it? Why should I do any of that? Why waste my money and my time? Nobody wants me. Y'all all think I'm ugly. Why bother? Why bother be presentable? And then you create this self-fulfilling prophecy by listening and accepting the bullshit that people tell you. Far too many times, I have watched people get talked out of their whole entire game because somebody said something foul to them. But I'm telling you here, that mindset that I have, that mindset of not giving up, no matter what, I might walk away from that. I might walk away from this, but I don't give up on it. Finding a woman that I'm attractive to, finding a woman that I'm attracted to, I didn't give up on that. Not one time. I did not give up on that. And damn it, I found her. When she sees me, she sees a very handsome man walking into the room. Her words, not mine. I don't see myself that way. She'll tell you. I don't. I mean, I know I'm in shape. I know I'm fit. But I don't see myself the way she sees me. And she tells me other women see me the same way. That's fine. I don't see it and I'm not looking for it. So therefore, I don't see it. But let me tell you something. I wish a woman would tell me I'm ugly now. I've had women tell me they wouldn't date me because I'm short. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I can't fix my height. I mean, technically I can, but I'm not. I'm not breaking my legs and to try to grow another 4 or 5 inches. Not doing it. Sorry. Plus my hands are kind of not. My hands won't match the 5'9" frame that I would be given if I were to do something like that. But anyway. Beautiful comment, my brother. God bless you, brother. Yeah, that's a brother. Yep. Tony Baker. The Tony Baker said, damn, this was hard hitting. Tony didn't say she was beautiful, though. And trust me, I don't want people to try to get on here and give her sympathy comments. Don't give her no sympathy comments. Tell her the truth. And when I say tell her the truth, don't say, if you think she's ugly, don't say anything. Keep it to yourself. But if you do think she's beautiful, say so. Let's see what they said at the bottom. Yet she is beautiful. The F wrong with you. Backhanded compliments are not flattering. I didn't see the backhanded comments. Okay, my bad. There wasn't no punchline or no nothing. Damn. No, first, let's see you, Mr. Covington. Mr. Covington, you don't look exactly like, like you Denzel either, from what I can see. So you the last one to be talking about whether somebody's got jokes or not. He's not telling a joke. Right, gave this to us in the raw. I'm still a LOL, a little shell-shocked. but you didn't say it was a lie. I did catch that. She may not be that beautiful, but she ain't ugly. I don't know who said this. I don't know who that is. She ain't ugly, absolutely. Again, even your so-called 10, somebody thinks she's ugly. Somebody thinks a 10 is ugly. You stand next to somebody else, somebody's going to think you're ugly. So this is why you need to get over yourself. This is where we got to hold each other accountable. This is where we got to hold each other accountable. You're ugly to somebody. How about that? Instead of turning around and talking about how beautiful we are, let's turn around and be honest with each other. You're ugly to somebody. I know I'm ugly to somebody, but what I'm not going to let you do is disrespect me and tell me I'm ugly and think that that's supposed to be the end all be all, like you're the repository of all that is attractive. Even if I thought you were the most beautiful woman on the planet, for you to tell me I'm ugly? Okay, that's just you. I know I bring more to the table than my looks. Let's start with that. I'm brilliant. Yes, I said brilliant. Sometimes a little too smart. Sometimes. Well-spoken, articulate, intelligent, good-hearted, honest. And yes, I am being honest. My wife will tell you, I don't lie about stuff like that. I would say she's not attractive to me if that was the case. But like I said, I've dated a woman that looks just like her. I dated a woman that looked just like her. Looked just like her. And again, she didn't have locks. She was bald. If my life didn't move a certain way, who knows? I will be with a woman that looks just like her right now. And maybe quite happy. Don't know. I'm happy now. But what I will say is, she was attracted to me. She was not this woman, because I don't know this woman, honestly. But what I'm saying is the woman that I dated that looked just like her is one of the women that knocked down a block of that wall of you're ugly for me. And me being with her, being able and not caring to be seen with her, I'm sure she felt good about who she was as well. Okay? He didn't have to. And if you know him and his brand, he's team she's beautiful. You must be new here. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, that's true. I promise I thought she was coming to a point or something. Attraction is a weird thing. A face card is really only gauged by a few degrees and ironically only makes up for 10 to 20% of what people find attractive in another person. Everyone has a certain weight that fits their face best, and then there's a bunch of people that gravitate towards that weight class. The right kind of curvature, preferred hairstyle, everyone has a golden ratio. Then after that, I'm not sure that beautiful comes to anyone's mind in regards to a stud. And there's a number of reasons that she may not have heard it from her father. Well, yeah, because as a man, to tell your daughter she's beautiful gives off a connotation that you desire her. And you don't want to do that. You don't even want to feel that way. So, because of that, you don't really try to do that. But at the same time, what you don't do is tell your daughter she's ugly. You don't do that. You do that, you're a horrible person. You're 100% a horrible person if you're telling your daughter she's ugly. You're a terrible person if you're doing that, first of all. I personally think that it would be odd for women not to find her attractive as long as she knows how to dress. If I try to look beyond the stud form and imagine her golden ratio, she'd definitely be a head turner. See, like I said, she doesn't put on makeup. She's not made up. And like I said, she might be a stud because she thinks no man wants her. God, somebody, ooh. Miss Viola Davis, if you ever watch this video, please find this sister and glam her up. And when I say glam her up, I'm not suggesting she's not attractive. I'm saying she's in her rawest form right now. And she's not looking as presentable as I believe she can be. Right? But do me a favor, somebody, give her the Hollywood treatment and post it online. Miss Viola Davis, please, I'm begging you. Find this sister and do so. Miss Taraji P. Henson, somebody from Hollywood who saw this video, do me a huge favor and hit this woman up and put her through the... And when I say beat her face, don't put too much makeup on her because I don't think she needs it. I really don't. Just do her up, you know, to the hair locks and all of that and just put her out there. So let me ask you a question. Is Missy Elliott ugly? I don't think Missy Elliott is ugly. She's got the same full lips. She's got the same type of teeth. Hair's not done. I mean, Missy's hair is done, but you know. But would anybody go as far as say Missy is not attractive? The only possible thing she has going against her is having a gap if there are people out there that are bothered by that. But that can be corrected by a series of braces, and braces are a cheat code for making a person look more exotic. But again, I don't even think she needs to do that. I think she needs to do the Michael Strahan thing and embrace her gap in her teeth and let it be that. Because that slight imperfection, A, brings her more down to earth to meaning that it makes people feel like she's more approachable. What is beautiful? It's an opinion, not a fact. This is exactly what I've been saying the whole time. Somebody thinks you're ugly. You out there in YouTube land who are watching this. And the people who will turn around and watch this. Somebody thinks you ugly. But damn it, somebody thinks you're attractive too. And one of the things that I want people to understand. Let me get back to the... This is something I want y'all to understand. There is no way in the world. I mean, for you not to be attractive to anybody, you gotta be drugged up, nasty, ick all the way around. You just beat. How me and my cousins used to say, you look beat. And when we said that didn't mean you were ugly. You just looked beat. Your hair's a mess. Your clothes is wrinkled. You look like you just woke up in your clothes and you're trying to go outside in them. Your sneakers is dirty. Your breath smell like dragon. That's what we say. That's what we mean by you look beat. You might not think somebody's attractive, but you damn sure didn't disrespect them just because. I'm gonna land this plane. Everybody, the voices of those girls that told me I was ugly still rings in my ears to this very day. It rings in my ears. I mean, I must not be ugly because I got married twice. I was not without company. Let's put it that way. Since the age of 17, I was not without company for very long. And you could bet on that. So I must not be as ugly as those girls said. From 17 until now and into infinity, I have not been alone for very long since the age of 17. I could go down the list of everybody, but I was not alone. And nobody in this world deserves to be told they're ugly unless their soul and their spirit is such. And even then, you could turn around and say you're ugly on the inside. A lot of you lack the class, lack the civilness, and lack the decency to reject somebody, male or female, with a level of grace and respect for your fellow person. And it's time that y'all stop. I don't care if you're 11, 12, 13, 31, 83. It's funny when you tell somebody they're ugly as a joke in a comedy. But to do it in real life, that's a level far lower than I could ever imagine. And then last but not least, I don't give a damn if you're white. I don't give a damn if you're black, Hispanic, Asian, Arab. When you tell somebody that they're ugly for a quote unquote girl, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Arab girl, you hate yourselves. You hate yourselves, and you need to go get yourself checked out for that, because that is pathetic. And God bless you all. God bless you all, because it is time that we all find our way to be the best version of ourselves, because clearly this is it. I'm almost ashamed to hear her say that as a black man, that somebody told her she was ugly. I'm ashamed as a black man that another black man told her she was ugly for a black woman. But if you made it this far, guys, do me a favor, click the like button. And also do me a favor, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. Have a nice day. Be the best you. Class is Stoutt.
Me.